so we are going to buzz through some of the slides here, and I'm going to give Jake the mic here, and you just tell us about this, and then we'll talk about the numbers in the end.
All right. Thanks. Sally, you want to introduce those slides real fast?
You need to stand up, you can't stand by.
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, what's that?
That is me doing, that's before and after our rental one house, and that's me doing the
Mini track home?
mini excavator.
Yeah, the kids love running that. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, and some people don't do this their entire life. How old are you, Sally? 7. Right. What's the next pic? Oh, next? And this is the before and after, right?
Oh, the first one only showed the before.
Well,
This,
that's not it.
that's the before and after with,
Okay, yeah, you've already, so say next.
Time to change the slide.
Say next.
next.
Right.
That's the kitchen from the before and after rental one house.
Say next.
Next.
Whoa, what's that?
And that's me putting up the numbers on the house, and that's me scraping the tile off so the contractors can put the extra tile on.
That's her on the right?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I thought that was your brother.
That's me. Next.
All right, so next.
That's the shower, the master bathroom shower for the rental one, before and after.
All right.
Next.
Oh,
That's me with the mini excavator digging. Next.
well, on the mini excavator, how many lessons did you have before you were able to do that?
I think 0.
Now, that's a fast learner. She was the one who raised her hand saying she's ready to go buy real estate.
That's the before and after backyard of the rental one.
Okay, that railing, how much of that did you have to replace?
I didn't replace it. It was my brother Marty.
So you just cleaned it up and painted it?
No.
Contractors did that.
All right. So here we are on the numbers here. And Jake, you just want to tell us about these numbers, and because I want to talk to you about maybe the two of the last 3 lines there. Or actually the last 3 lines. Yeah.
So the purchase price was $154,000. We got them off the initial price because they wrote down the wrong square footage. So we had to renegotiate. And then the repair estimate was $40,400. But it's been our small experience that you can add $10,000 to that right off the bat. You'll always find, or we always find something more to add to it. Let's see, the hard money loan, we paid 2 points down, and then 9.99% for the first 90 days, and then it ups to 14% and balloons at 5 months. And then the repairs budget, at least 7,000 over. We found a French drain. We had it added around the whole house because the rear bedroom flooded, and the dumpster driver killed our driveway, so we had to go in and fix that ourselves because that would have been a fortune to hire out. And then we added a backyard sidewalk and a new deck. Oh, and sorry. And then the February freeze happened, and we profited $25,000 from insurance money. Used that for our second rental.
Well, let's dig a little bit then. The hard money loan, how much negotiation did you do with them on that?
None. We didn't know how to negotiate any of that.
Yeah, so what would you do different now than you did then?
Well, I asked you how to negotiate Yeah, just get better expert advice on that.
I remember we got our first hard money loan. Becky came home and said, and we got $10,000 hard money loan on this. And then it was actually a rental that we really shouldn't have done the hard money loan, because that put us in this position of lack of flexibility, because you cannot have anyone in there. And so we had to get that paid off so we could then turn it into a rental. And they did not guide her in the right way on that. And so Cal's ears kind of perked up and said, you know, we don't guide people wrongly, because you're in position to take advantage of people, aren't you, sometimes, and you don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line with hard money is, it's like a Colt 45. It's a very effective tool to keep robbers out of your house, but if you don't know anything about it, you use it wrong, you can kill yourself with it. So, hard money is the same way. So we try to make sure that the gun's always aimed at the target, which makes you out here. And we won't ever do a deal, it doesn't make sense for you to make money. We'll tell you that.
Yeah, and so in fact, our hard money loan was pretty small, but they had an origination fee. They just made a little bit of money on us that day. And we looked at that later, man, that was a dumb thing for us to do. But it was our first house. So tell us about the freeze. What happened there?
See, so in February, the freeze happened. Our renter was half moved in. He split the copper pipes in 22 places, flooded the entire house, and so I jumped in there right away, asked the insurance, can I start working on the plumbing? And they said, yeah, and so my son and I went and brazed, this Marty over there, brazed the copper pipes and got all that going. Then ServPro came in and dried out the house, and I had all the contractors were occupied, so I found one guy that was willing to work nights, and he charged $7,000 to come in and do a really fast, awful job on the sheetrock, but it was good enough to get the renter back in. So we were down for 1 month, which we got paid for from insurance for the rental money, and then they gave us $40,000, and we walked away with $25,000 extra.
Well, congratulations on that. And that was kind of a saver on this job, because the $7,000 you went over on the budget. And you described that, right? It was it was the train or the French drain, yeah.
French drain, yes.
Which are expensive, yeah. I was looking at French drain in Austin, which is much more expensive than Houston. Cal, you had your hand up.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, what was the after repair value of the house?
Let's see.
Yeah, we should have had that up there.
It's like 230.
Oh, wait, so yeah, it was like 230, the conventional appraisal, but now, a year down the road, it's I feel like we can easily get 250. So
Good. Okay, great.
initially we figured like $11,000 equity capture or unrealized capital gains, and now it's probably closer to 30.
Nice, good deal.
And the rent is $18.95, and we get $18.50, and we get $150 extra from the county to mow the yard, because it's a special county deal, not Section 8, but something else.
Which county?
Harris County. And
So the repairs. What else besides the French drain caught you on the repairs?
When the dumpster driver dug his rails down into the driveway and pushed the entire bottom slab up, so that was unexpected. And you could either fight the contractor in court or just fix it yourself. And so we didn't have enough money or time to fight anybody in court. So we just broke up the slab that was sticking above and poured some concrete over it with some mesh, and now it's no longer a tripping hazard. So good enough.
Now, one of the reasons why we talk about vendors is because of what he just said. If he was dealing with a Greater Houston area vendor, do you think that they would have hightailed it after he ruined his driveway? And so if y'all know of a good vendor, let us know. We can contact them. We're in the process of doing that right now.
Was that contractor bonded?
Probably, yeah. It was a pretty big general contractor, that is well known in various groups. That doesn't always, they subcontracted out the dumpster driver, so.
And most of those things you sign will say,
Dumpster driver company that killed it.
will say that they don't guarantee your driveway or whatever. Yeah.
I don't think that was going to court, but if they're bonded, usually they'd rather pay off and spend time.
Yeah. To fix a driveway, you also have to clear it with the HOA, pull permits and all that, and we didn't have time for that, so we just fixed it. And I did want to say that we beat out 72 people in 3 days to get that house under contract, and I thought, yeah, we're awesome. And as I go, I've been learning that, oh no, we might have been the biggest loser on it. Beat out 72 people, it might make you not the winner.
So are you glad to be part of the RIA now?
Oh yeah.
All right. We're going to be seeing more of Jake here. Now,
How much of the work did you do yourself?
So, I put in, let's see, so mainly, the main work was hired out for the contractors did the main stuff. They had a couple of guys camp out and do all the sheetrock and painting and all that. I jumped in when I could just to avoid big problems because we weren't playing with a lot of money. We did a qualified domestic relations order, which is a quadro, where you pull your 401k out, put it in your wife's name to avoid penalties. So we had 61,000 cash to do this, so we couldn't afford, big mistakes. So whenever, for the French drain, when that back bedroom was getting water in it, Marty and I dug by hand all the way around the house and installed 4-inch PVC down to both sides. So we did a lot.
now wait a second. I thought that was Sally and you.
Oh, Sally covered. Sally covered she covered those the PVC.
She did the difficult part.
Yeah, so it was the picture of her digging. We were doing a service entrance conductors for the electrical service. But anyway, so yeah, I don't want to go out and do my own work, but right now, while we're not experts, I'll do whatever it takes to not lose out. As we get better, no, I don't like doing just do what we have to.
Yeah, you do what you got to do. So let's see the next slide. I forget what's going on in our time for a break. Well, Jake, thank you very much. Give Sally a good hand. Thank you, Sally. You did great. All right, well, we're going to break for a few minutes.